My dear Richard Conway, how are things? Been a long time, huh?
It's been a long time, all right, Greg.
And how are you?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
Oh, just fine. I was talking to Eleanor, and she told me that George's press conference about your son's DNA test is going to be here. Why?
Greg, you speak as if you had no idea of who George Eliot is.
Huh.
Of course his home. It's the perfect place for him to get all the attention from the photographers.
So you believe that he decided to have it here, to have all the attention only for himself?
Oh, I'll bet my whole fortune on it.
So do I.
And I'll say more. He will probably just answer one question or two and then stand up and leave with that arrogant look on his face.
He's a jerk. Like the whole family. I had an argument today with Eleanor. And if I hadn't counted until 3, I would have killed her. Really killed her.
We're all like that. But George is the worst kind of person I've ever met. He has that, I don't know, he speaks as if he could never be bought. He looks serious. But when I mentioned the possibility of him being indicated for that international congress about hunger in Africa, his eyes shone. And yet, he played hard to get on accepting my proposal.
We need to straighten them up. The Elliots, huh? Can I count on you, Richard?
Definitely, old Greg. In fact, I will teach him a lesson he will never forget. Because in 1 week or 2, I will have forgotten that I have made him any promise. You know how bad my memory is these days, Greg.
I love your style, Richard Conway. I just love it. Anyway, I have a business appointment and I can't stay, so I hope things go perfectly all right? Nice seeing you. Have a nice interview.
You too. Goodbye. I am terribly sorry about this delay. You know that in a situation like this, with all the...
Ladies and gentlemen. Richard, I apologize for my delay, but I was on a video conference with my team in New York. What I have to say is very brief and simple. You all should have received the rules of this press conference. I won't be answering any questions, and I don't want to be interrupted. The DNA test performed at the Miami Medical Center last week to determine the paternity of Diego Fernandez is positive, with a 99% certainty that Leonard Conway is the father of the aforementioned child.
What are you saying?
The results and the procedure of the test are available in the Miami Medical Center press package release. Thank you for your attention and good evening.
This is a fraud. This result is not reliable, and I assure you
I don't think that you are the appropriate person to judge anyone's reliability, Richard, considering the amount of phone calls and visits you paid me over the past few weeks requesting a negative paternity result.
Who do you think you
Oh,
are?
what are you gonna do, Richard? Huh? What are you gonna do? Call your son Leonard and ask him to give me a beating? Yes? Go ahead. Go ahead. Make my day.
I am leaving this place. Your father would be terribly disappointed. He would be ashamed of you.
As long as I'm proud of myself, I really don't give a damn. Get out of my house.
I'm not answering any questions. Please stop. Stop. I'm not. Look, talk to my attorney. He's going to give explanations on that, and I'm choosing another institute. No more. Nothing else to say.
By tomorrow, I will have lost almost all of my VIP clients. And lots of useful connections won't even return my phone calls.
Have it. A recipe I learned from Carlos. So, how do you feel about everything?
Much better, Abigail. Oh, much better.
That's the George Arlita.
Careful with the tea. Careful with the tea. You never
You
learn,
got
do
a
you?
good heart. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
You made a